Hello, my name's Colette. I'm here today with your weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday, the 18th of January 2016. And your card for the week ahead is the Ace of Swords. And as you can see in the card, I'll put it up close, you have a massive, shining, very sort of in your face sword, and not an awful lot less. There's a few words on the card and there's nice horizons, but the main thing is about this big sword that you've got for the week ahead. So what does it mean for you? Well, aces are all about new beginnings and fresh starts. And swords in the tarot is more of our intellectual group, our sense of our mind and what we do with our mind, and the sort of mental aspects, etc. So the Ace of Swords is really about quite a few things, but in day-to-day life, it's about maybe having the kind of strength of mind to go forward with something, the confidence to go forward with something, the sheer bloody determined will to go forward with something. And maybe it can say about a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking about things that you've maybe thought about wrongly in the past. And it is actually a really lovely card. What I would say to you about it is that if you look at it very much, it's about action. It's about movement. You've got this sword's been given to you, one big sword of action. So what are you going to do with it? Because that's the week ahead. Now it follows very nicely after last week's Chariot card because it's got movement with it too. And I always see, when I'm doing a spread with the Ace of Swords in it, there can be a question, should I hang back on doing something or should I take action now? And this card definitely says now, please go for it now, take action. So there is a degree of movement and a degree of, let's get started, let's get moving with this card. So what does it kind of mean in general areas of life? Well, in career with the Ace of Swords, it's about forging forward, it's about moving forward in ways that will take you forward in career. That can be more to do with intellectual thought processes. It can be going forward to maybe learn something new. It can be being a wee bit more intellectually assertive in such situations. And for career, it's actually really good. Also, if the question about career was, should I stay in the job I'm in and wait and see, or should I go for a new one? This would be go for it. It's new, it's fresh, it's going to give you the boost that you need. So it's a very good career card to have out. In health, again, the whole the meaning of this tends to be, don't sit back on things. If something's been worrying you for a wee while, something in the background in your body or your mind, and you've thought, well, I'll wait and see how this goes. When this comes out and it's pertinent to health, it's like, no, take action on this. Because also it is a sword, it can sometimes mean that it's time for an operation to be cut in some way rather than medicine or holistic approach, etc. So it's quite a biggie for health, but it does mean that action needs taken sooner rather than later. In love, it can be the strength and determination and force of will to actually go ahead and make something right. But also it can be you've been given a big sword of action to cut a relationship, to cut away from maybe a relationship or a person who's not been good for you. And in that sort of way, it is a brilliant card. I mean, at this time of year as well, it's about fresh starts. It's about not holding on to things just because there's nothing else there. Sometimes we need to give the universe the signal, right, I've cut ties with that. What's next for me? And using the Ace of Swords in that way in all relationships this week, whether it's relationships, whether you want a friendship, whether you want a companion, whether you want a loving romantic relationship. This is one that will take you forward if you use it. With wealth, or the Practical Monetary Associations. It's very similar. If you really feel you want to invest in something, this would give you the go-ahead. If you want to take better care of finances, this would give you the go-ahead. If you've been looking at a pile of brown envelopes and you've not opened them and you're worried about finances, this card is firmly saying, you know what, just take action, open the envelope, seek out a debt collector, not a debt collector, a debt advisor, not the debt collector. Sorry about that, but seek out someone that can advise you on that and get the process of healing of finances going. I love it as a spiritual card as well because it sharpens up your senses. It gives you the sense of the mind being ready for something to explore. It's also my card of willpower. So if anybody's lacking in willpower and needs a wee boost, maybe you've started the health regime, exercise regime at New Year, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks into it, you're falling off it a bit. This card will allow you to renew that willpower and will allow you to take it forward in a new way again. So really very good card, very empowering card. It should give you extra confidence. It should give you extra mental clarity if you want to learn something, and it should also give you the sense of a kind of bolshiness that will take you forward. So enjoy it and make sure you use it well this week, and make sure that you enjoy what comes out of it further down the line. So many blessings from me. Take care, and I'll see you next week.